and welcome into Sunny Mouth Studio. Today I wanted to do this little piece of just sketching out the value of the black and white and really looking at the subject. I think this is a good practice and it'll help me to develop really noticing shapes and the light and the dark, because I tend to paint a little bit more flat with not as many highlights, and the highlights are things that give your paintings dimension. And so I thought this would be a good little exercise, and I'll show you how I like to do it. Some people just like to go right in with their black pen, but I prefer to kind of get the shape of the subject first, and I just go in with a light pencil. I'll press a little harder so you can see. I normally go in really light, but I'm just pressing harder. And this edge here is not really even visible, but I know it's there. And then I'll just draw the little spoons here. Just really looking at the shape. I hope that's coming through the camera. And then that's a couple little eggs over here. Just try to draw the shape of those. And then the edge of the table, just try to get that in. It actually should be a little bit higher on the jar. Something like that. Yeah, it's a little off. I'll just erase it. No problem. Something like that. Okay, then you only need 2 supplies. You could use any black pen that you have and any white pen that you have, but instead of the white, my white pen is such a fine tip. I've been enjoying using just white acrylic paint. Just have a little scrap of paper and just put a little blob there. And then I go and really look at the piece and try to add in where it's dark and where it's light. And this is a nice pen because it's so floppy. You can use the edge and cover a lot of the ground. But really this whole, like 3/4 of the side here is really dark. I'll just fill that in. And now I'm looking at this spoon. It's kind of got a little bit of darkness on the one side. This one has a little bit of darkness on this edge here. And this spoon is all dark in the middle. Something like this. Sometimes this pen's a little wobbly. It makes it difficult. And the jar's kind of got a stripe on it, so I'll add that in. And at the bottom. And now I'm gonna go in and add, let's see. I'm just using a moistened number 6 round brush. And just gonna add the white highlights where I see it. And it's not perfect, but it's an exercise in noticing and in looking. I think I'll do the white on the eggs first. That's kind of this edge on the left here is got the highlights. And you could use like a black crayon or charcoal pencil to like add the in-between, like where it's more like gray, not black or not white. And I also like to add the shadow. It's a good exercise in learning where the shadows are. And let's see, oh, this side of the jug needs some white. And this brown paper bag paper is great for these type of exercises. It's free and it's the right color, and it takes the paint and it takes the pen quite well. So I hope you enjoyed this exercise. I'd encourage you to try it. And you can also like just take a magazine, and this magazine that I just cut out some different pieces, and you can try it with all these different pots and vases, and you can just look for where the highlights are, where the dark places are, and it's fun to try this on greenery too, because you get to see where the highlights are. I'll show you in my other sketchbook. I tried it. Oops. Hang on. This one I tried, and you can see it was kind of fun to see where the leaves were light. And this one is another one I tried. Had some bigger leaves that were kind of fun to work with. So these are just ideas, just exercises. Everything that you do and everything that you learn is making you a better artist. So I'd encourage you to enjoy practicing these different things, and nothing is ever a waste. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll look forward to painting again with you soon. Take care.